If you missed Wednesday's Devo, I would encourage you to go back and watch it again. We talked about a story in the Bible where Jesus showed us immeasurable grace to a woman who was caught in the act of adultery. In addition to the lesson about grace and truth, another big takeaway from that story is that we need to be like Jesus in our encounters with other people. We need to extend the same grace and forgiveness to them. I don't know about you, but for me sometimes it is easier said than done, because that means that I am to extend grace to others as much as I want and expect to receive it from God. If we refuse to give grace, we are, in essence, devaluing the power of it. Pastor Jim told a story found in Matthew's biography of Jesus about a man who owed the king a large amount of money. To paraphrase it, this man could not pay, so he begged for forgiveness from the king. The king granted him forgiveness. The man was filled with gratitude, but immediately after receiving the gift of grace, he was so stingy with it to others. He went to a man who owed him money, which was a very small amount compared to what he had owed the king. When the man couldn't pay and begged him for forgiveness, he refused and had the man thrown into prison. Other people saw what was happening, so they went to the king and told him about this encounter. The king confronted the man who had forgiven a huge debt and said, "You wicked servant, I canceled all the debts of yours because you begged me to. Shouldn't you have had the same mercy on your fellow servants just as I had on you?" In anger, his master handed him over to the jailers to be tortured until he should pay back all he owed. And the last line of this passage is the hardest part to hear. "This is how my heavenly Father will treat each of you unless you forgive your brother or sisters from your heart." It is not only kind to offer grace, but as a Christ follower, it is imperative. God offers the greatest amount of grace to us because we are all sin-stained people and deserve death as our ultimate punishment. How crazy is it that we then think we are above extending grace and forgiving people who have hurt us?